everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren. And on my channel, we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. Be presenting you my SLG collection for 2024. SLG stands for small leather goods. I have a couple of them from Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Yves Saint Laurent, and more. So if you're curious to see what mine are, then please keep on watching. So I wasn't actually quite sure how to organize this video, but I think that I will be doing this by brand. I think that's what makes the most sense. And we'll go ahead and get started with Chanel, because this is actually the brand that I have the least SLGs from. This is in fact the only one that I have. It is the Chanel Zippy Coin Purse. I have mine in caviar leather and then silver hardware. So this is a piece that I've had for a really long time, and I got it from my ex-husband, and to be honest with you, it's a piece that I love but do not wear enough, do not use enough. So I feel like it has all of the attributes that I'm looking for. It is very roomy, it's very practical, it's very small but fits a lot. It also is in caviar leather, so it's very durable, very resistant. But I guess that I am just not an SLG type of girl. I forget that I have them to that extent. I forget to switch them out. I use the same like one or two every time, every day. And even when I have occasions, I think that I'm at a point in my designer and luxury journey where I no longer feel super self-conscious. So even when I know that I will be opening my wallet, you know, at the mall or anything like that, it really doesn't matter like what, you know, wallet it comes out from, the credit card comes out from, if that makes sense. So this is why I don't switch out my SLGs enough. Otherwise, this piece is so cute. It's tiny but mighty. By the way, if you are interested in me doing a review of this particular piece, that's definitely something that I can do. So please let me know in the comments down below if that's something that is of interest. It really has all good qualities, all the things that I'm looking for. I can't think of a single con, yet I haven't used this piece in probably 2 or 3 years. So doing this video, I think, reminded me that I have it and that I need to use it. Next up, we have Yves Saint Laurent, and once again, this is a brand that I only have one SLG from. This is the Yves Saint Laurent Cassandre card holder. I have mine in black and gold hardware. This is a piece that I take out occasionally that I love because of how small it is. So this is the type of card holder that I tend to use for smaller handbags. For example, for the Chanel mini rectangular that is right on top of my head, that's the type of card holder that I will be using. You know, using anything larger than that would result in either not being able to fit it, or, you know, not having space for anything else after that. So this is very practical in the sense that it doesn't take up a lot of space in a purse, yet you don't really have like your cards on the loose in the purse. That's something that I don't like. I don't like doing that. I know that you know, some people do it and that's fine, but that's really not for me. So I need to have a card holder at the bare minimum. The one thing that I will tell you is, even though I have used this card holder for a while, I've also had it for a really long time, and I have used it. The leather is very stiff, so it's very hard to fit cards in and out of the card holder. So it's something that I struggle with, and especially at the moment because I have press-on nails. So I actually have stopped going to the nail salon because I felt like it was overpriced, that, you know, I kept going like every 2-3 weeks, and that it just really wasn't efficient for me. So I have press-on nails. The problem with those is that anytime you like force something with your nails, they might pop out, and, you know, they might just come out and you need to glue them back on. So this card holder is a little annoying for that, because you pretty much have to force cards in and out of the card holder because of how stiff the leather is. I've heard that it gets less stiff over time, but to be honest, it has not happened yet. This piece is probably like 7 or 6 years old, and I have used it a fair amount, and it's still just as stiff as day one. My next piece is from Prada, and here once again I only have one SLG from them. It's the Prada large Saffiano leather wallet. I have mine in black and gold hardware. I have had this particular piece for the longest time. This was my very first wallet. This was one of my first luxury items in my entire collection. So, you know, I still remember getting it, being extremely excited to get it. But this item is currently for sale, to be frank. So I decided to feature it in this video because, well, technically it is still in my collection because I have not sold it yet. But it's no longer an item that I use because simply of how large it is. I think, you know, back then when I started my luxury journey, I was using larger bags. And for that reason, you know, I was using more like tote bags. I had the Louis Vuitton Neverfull bag. This is something that works very well for bags like that, but for smaller handbags, this is no longer something that's functional or that's practical. I feel like it takes up way too much space in my purse, even if I have a large tote bag. Like, you know, I have, for example, the Goyard Saint Louis tote bag in size PM. Sure, this wallet fits in there. Is it practical? No. Is it also necessary to have such a large wallet? No. To be frank, I only carry cards. I don't use cash, so I don't have any coins and I don't have any banknotes in my wallet. So I feel like, you know, what's the point of having such a large wallet if anyway? I'm not going to use all of the space that's inside. So this is why this wallet is currently for sale. I don't use it anymore. If you have a different lifestyle, this might be a good fit for you in the sense, you know, if you carry cash, then this might work for you. And if you tend to purchase larger handbags, this works out. But for me, right now in my current lifestyle, this doesn't, and this is why I'm selling it. Our next brand is going to be Louis Vuitton, and here you will see that this is the brand that I have the most SLGs from. This right here is the Louis Vuitton key pouch. I have mine in the regular monogram. I have also had it for the longest time, and this is actually the piece that I use every single day. So this is how I carry my cards. I am able to fit all of my cards in there. That's about like 15 cards, you know, including like credit card, driver's license, like all that stuff, Costco card, CVS card, you know, all of those like store cards that I need more or less to have with me. Everything fits in here. It is pretty easy to retrieve inside of this key pouch. So obviously I know this is a key pouch and this is not a card holder, but for me this works as a card holder and I make it work really, really well. I feel like it's really practical. It's easy to use. It's extremely durable. I mean, this particular piece has been at the bottom of my purse for the past probably 6 or 7 years, and I mean, sure, it no longer looks brand new, that's for sure, but it still looks pretty good, you know, for something that's been at the bottom of my purse for this long. I feel like it is pretty durable. So it has all of the boxes. It ticks all of the boxes that I'm looking for. Is easy to carry. You know, pretty much is also easy to find within my purse. That's something that I appreciate, especially with this. Once I see, you know, the little shiny gold thing, that I'm like, okay, that's my card holder, great. Otherwise, you know, if it's black, for example, at the bottom of a black purse, or if I have a bag organizer that's black inside that handbag, it might be more difficult to find, but this is really easy to find, very functional, very practical, would highly recommend it. So next up we have the Louis Vuitton Sarah wallet. Once again, it is a pretty large wallet. I have mine in monogram. So this is an item that is actually not for sale. So I am selling the Prada one, I'm letting go of that one, but I at least want to keep one large wallet because I feel like my lifestyle might change, and if it does, right now I believe that the price of this particular piece is right around like the 750 or 730, something like that mark, plus tax. This is quite obviously not the price that I've paid for this one because I got it such a long time ago. I believe it was 350. So that's why I'm keeping one large wallet in my collection. It is not something that I use, but For example, if I'm traveling or if I need to carry cash with me, then this is a good option. Obviously, cash does not fit in any of the other pieces that I've showed you up until now, definitely not in a card holder, even in the Chanel Zippy coin purse, not a whole lot of it at least. So this is very functional when traveling. This is what I use this wallet for. Otherwise, right here at home, this is something that stays on the shelves because, once again, it is for me too large to fit in most purses, and even if it does fit, I don't really need to have that much space in my wallet. I don't use that much space in my wallet, so this is just something that I use for traveling. I would recommend having at least one large wallet for that reason. If you are somebody that travels quite a bit, then for me this is a must. So mine is this one. I feel like it is pretty practical, it's pretty cute. Again, very, very durable. I've had it for, once again, pretty much as long as I've had the key pouch for, and it still looks really, really good. That's the nice thing about the Louis Vuitton monogram. When it comes to SLGs, they're very durable. My next piece is the Louis Vuitton agenda. I have mine in size MM, and once again in a monogram. So this, to be frank with you, is a huge flop. It's a big luxury regret. I got this piece once again a long time ago, and I don't know why actually. Perhaps I thought that I would have such a fancy life, that I would have all these events to attend, that I was going to have all these appointments or something like that, and that has not been the case at all. So this is a piece that I never use. I know, I feel really bad about it. I thought that I would, write things down like this, but it's not the case. I actually have a really good memory, so I remember all of my appointments or all of the, things that I have to attend. If I have a medical appointment, I receive these confirmation emails. So that's how I keep track of what I'm doing. I don't necessarily write things down. I thought I would because I'm a pretty classic and maybe old-fashioned person. But I guess it didn't really work out that way, so this is a piece that I don't use. I have not been able to let it go yet. I guess I'm still kind of debating. Once again, I don't want to let go of it and then regret it and then later buy it at like double the price that I've paid for before. So this is basically why I haven't sold it yet, but I don't know. I don't really write things down, so I don't really see how else I would use this piece. By the way, if you have any, tips or tricks on how to use this particular agenda, please let me know in the comments down below. I love the aesthetic of it. I love the look of it. I think the format is pretty convenient for me. Size MM is good. PM would be too small. I feel like it would be, very difficult for me to write anything inside. GM would be way too large and way too, inconvenient to take with me. But yeah, I still don't really know how I'm going to use this piece. So please do let me know in the comments down below. Next up, and already last, we have the Louis Vuitton cosmetic pouch. I have mine in size MM in, once again, monogram. I feel like for me, monogram works the best. And this is a piece that up until very recently, I felt like was a regret. It wasn't a piece that I was using. I wasn't, taking it out in my purses. I wasn't taking it out on trips either because I was so scared of ruining the interior with, any kind of stain from, potentially a toothbrush, some skincare or makeup product. So I was basically like never using this. And then I bought my house 2 years ago, remodeled basically everything, including the master bathroom, which now looks like basically a dream. I am so, so proud of it. And I am using this piece as a decoration on the countertop of that bathroom. I feel like it looks perfect. The size is really good. It looks really nice. It's a very good contrast because the countertop is like white marble. And this really adds something. It's not too large either, so it doesn't take up from, the size of the countertop. I can still like use it to put my products down and stuff like that. And because I have like two sinks that are pretty spread out from one another, I put this in the middle, and that way it doesn't get damaged because it is very, very far from any sort of water. It's also not where most of my beauty products are, so if I'm doing my routine, I'm not going to like splash any kind of product or anything on it. So I feel like this is the perfect scenario because I was actually thinking of selling it. Up until recently, I was like, oh, this is once again, you know, an item that I have bought that I have not really thought about, that I am now regretting. And I am very happy to have found the perfect use for it. So, you know, I obviously come into my bathroom multiple times a day, and now I'm able to use it or see it at least multiple times a day, and it brings me a lot of happiness. So I'm really, really glad it worked out that way. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was a pretty short video for an SLG collection. I actually, like I said before, I'm not really an SLG person, so I don't go ahead and buy like 50,000 SLGs. I know that I've seen some YouTubers with like, you know, an incredible collection of SLGs. This is not the case for me. I feel like I prefer saving up for larger purchases for bigger items such as handbags or jewelry. So I'm not going to add like, you know, a bunch of other SLG pieces to my collection, but I'm very, very happy with the way that it looks right now. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.